Hey, and welcome to my channel. I know this is a surprise live. If you're new here, my name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. I just wanted to pop on for just a quick few minutes before I had to head off to work. These are a few of the decks that I will be using. This reading is just going to be a general for what you most need to know right now. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining my live. I am just going to do this really quickly because I have to kind of bolt to work in about an hour and a half. So I still have to get ready for that. So this deck right here though is a brand new one that I'm going to use. It's actually really cute. It's got a little bit of iridescent on there. And it's called the Sea Melodies. Hey Dana. This is the back side of it. And then it's got just some cute little messages that have like little phrases and stuff. I'm not sure how that's gonna show up too well. Can you guys hear me all right? I just want to make sure before I get started with reading the cards. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the tarot for what we most need to know for what's coming in for us. And then I'm going to do some blessings and kind of what energies might be surrounding you guys with like people or just energies in general. And I'm using my Mermaid Tarot. So let's see what we most need to know for what's coming in for us. How's everybody doing today? That's good. I'm like, I want to pull one more, maybe two. I'm alright, just a little tired, been a little bit under the weather. Alright, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So we definitely have a lot of change coming up for us. A lot of things that no longer serve us are going to be falling away. And our workload is going to be getting a lot easier with the Ten of Swords in reverse is what I'm getting with this, because I feel like the worst is finally behind us. Yeah, definitely. With that Mercury retrograde. But with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like there's been kind of like almost a little bit of a lackluster energy with kind of like creative ideas for kind of like money expansion on like the job front for some of us. I know for me, it's been a little bit hard to come up with certain ideas for what I want to do with making different kinds of readings and stuff. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So what they're asking us to do is kind of almost reach out to a few other people, like our friends or whatnot, or our coworkers, for kind of ideas, and also to pay attention to our surroundings around us, because we may end up hearing something that might kind of answer that question for us that's around us, kind of like almost unknowingly of the people that are surrounding us at that time by giving us that answer. So I want to see what the energies of the people and anything else that are around us with the archetype cards. Yeah, this deck is really super thick. If anybody needs a quick solution for shuffling the thicker decks like that, a little bit easier like this, you can always just divide it in a couple piles. That's kind of what I do because I have small hands. Just makes my life a little bit easier. So let's see what the energies are of the people that are surrounding us at this time for what we most need to know. Ooh. Alright, we have Midas and Miser, and then we have Father and Slave. So right away when I see the slave card, and what I heard was people pleasing, and it's kind of like it's agree to disagree almost is what I'm getting with this. It's just a general for what's coming in for everyone, that's all. It's not like a personal reading or anything. So it's kind of like agree to disagree, and kind of like almost kind of giving the person their way, but kind of also doing your own thing in the process in the meantime. Am I serving coffee? No, I actually got to go get coffee in order to like wake up a little bit later as soon as I get to work. And then we have the Father card. So with the Father card, it says, for the light attributes, it says talent, creating, supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. And then for the shadow attributes, it says directional control, abuse of authority. So with this agree to disagree type of situation with this person that's surrounding you, it's kind of like a person that kind of likes to sit there and argue, and you kind of really can't argue with them, because it's like they always have to be right, and it's kind of like, well, fine, you win, I'm not going to argue with you, and kind of just drop it and agree to disagree. You want to say hello to everybody since you want to walk in the room?
I was just saying hi to you. Imagine, Ma.
My daughter says hello.
Okay.
And then we have with the Midas and Miser card. With the Midas and Miser card, they don't really kind of want to give you any wiggle room. It's kind of like they're being kind of a little bit selfish and very like demanding. And I feel like it's almost like a younger type of energy as well, because it's more of like an immature type of sense is what I'm getting with that. Good afternoon, Healing Springs. Yeah, my boss too, except she's an older woman. On Monday when I saw her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go the other way, and kind of just like went and did my thing. Just stayed out of the way. I'm like, nope, not even gonna deal with it today. And for some reason, the energy at work has been quite tense. And just like, it almost feels as if things are falling apart on my unit. Like, that type of energy, I feel, is like really strongly in the air there. And it's just making me a little bit nervous some days. All right. So we have Mediator, Saboteur, and Companion. So with the Companion card, I hear surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, kind of like those who have a more positive, lighter energy, will make you feel a little bit easier and a little bit better for what's been coming in. And then Mediator, kind of like try, if you get stuck being in the middle of something this week or anytime within the next few days, try and listen to both sides and see everything from each of their points of views, and kind of like weigh out the pros and cons and be kind of like neutral between the two of them. And then we have the Saboteur. Nice, Kato. With the Saboteur, try not to sabotage yourself in the midst of it all, and kind of like I said, remain in that neutral type of energy. And that way things don't get ruined in the process, and that way there's kind of like a more harmonious balance, and people can kind of move past that. And then it'll be easier for you to kind of retreat more back to the like-minded energy with the companions and friends that are around you. So I want to see what blessings are coming in for us with the Blessed Be deck. Yes, a universal collective reading. Haven't really done one of these in a while here on my channel, and I kind of just felt really drawn to just popping on real quick to do one. That, and I figured this would save me time rather than editing a bunch and trying to upload later on. You too, Laura. All right, so what blessings are coming in for us? So we have a blessing for good men and fathers. Another father card. So I'm going to pull at least one more to see what else. That's funny how we have two father cards that decided to pop out. Oh, she already left the room. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to come in and say hi to you. And I'm just like, okay. That's not normally like her because she's usually sleeping. Yeah, we Scorpios tend to kind of have that logical sense of mind because I'm a Scorpio myself, and we kind of tend to be a little bit on the stubborn side with always wanting to be right and have the last word sometimes, but it also depends on what other attributes are in the chart as well, because if there's a Taurus in there, forget about it. That's a loss. I know because I'm speaking from personal experience because I have a Taurus moon. And then we have a blessing of fire. So for these blessings, I feel like honest and open communication will help lead to more creativity and more passion. And also to kind of serve as a warning to any kind of heated arguments. With the fire card is what I heard was heated arguments. So trying to be more honest and open and kind of having a kind of higher mindset will kind of help guide you through this. And then I'm like, I totally missed what that was. And then we have a blessing for unity where once there was division. So that totally makes sense with kind of like having a higher perspective from this and kind of trying to stay neutral to kind of bring everybody together so that any heated arguments or heated discussions that do come up can be worked through smoothly is what I get with this. So I want to see what guidance we can get as well with my Work Your Light deck. This is actually becoming one of my favorite decks really quickly. I don't know why, but I really love the vibe that this deck gives me with working with it. That, and I really like all the pastel pink colors and the blue. Super pretty. So what guidance can we have for the week? That one. Or at least the next few days anyways. The energies feel like more like a week type of time span to me for some reason. So that's probably why I keep saying for the week. And one more. For two soulmates, everyone technically is a soulmate. It's not, soulmates aren't classified as just love connections. Some are friends, family. Well, they're friends, family, foes, and basically any kind of like workmates. They're all there to teach you lessons throughout life. It just depends on what type of lesson that they're actually there for. And deciding between two soulmates, I would say see where your heart leads towards most, and then try and make the best of the other situation with being either friends or just releasing them and letting them go, because clearly they've already taught you the lesson that they were there to teach you, is what I get. So for the blessings, well, not blessings, the guidance, we have play, starseed, and this card continuously pops out for me every time I use this deck lately, which is the Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations in divine plans. So things are always working out in divine timing and kind of being looked after and watched over and guided by our guides and angels. And then with the starseed card, it says what lights you up. So go for what draws you most and kind of ignites your passion the most, is what I hear with this card, because it'll help broaden your horizons and expansion. And then we have with the play card, it says, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So kind of try and remain in a lighthearted type of energy and make the most of the situation, no matter what it is. Because the situation came up for a reason, and you also called that situation in to help teach you the lesson that it is there for, is what I'm getting with that. So I want to see if there's any other guidance. What time is it? 12:20. It's 12:20 here in New York, in case anybody's wondering. I'm going to take the top card because the rest are too much. So we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So with this, with the initiation, it's kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel for the end of the week. With any situations that have kind of like rocked your world, there is hope. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. It's just the journey that it takes to get there is the issue. But the journey is also the lesson. That's so awesome. I'm so glad it resonates with you. Woo! And then we have Unbound and Akasha. With the Akasha card, it says your guidance is divinely guided. So that makes sense for you. Totally. And then with the Unbound, it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So definitely a lot of release going on. And that light at the end of the tunnel, because you've finally made it through these lessons and you've learned what they were there to teach you for. And it's finally able to allow you to release the situations and to finally move on, is what I'm getting with this. So, I want to pull at least one or two of these mermaid cards that I just got. I literally just got this deck in the mail yesterday, but I got it off of eBay. So I will try and remember the seller later. Oh, awesome. Bulgarian, that's awesome. So what little messages can we leave or end the reading with? Woo! These wanted to fly out. We have dance and we have rescue. The dance card reads, take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. So it's all about having that lighthearted energy and just moving smoothly as possible, at least. And then we have rescue, help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. So that goes back to being the mediator between any kind of heated situations that may come up, kind of help smooth things out and have things flow a little bit easier for everyone. And that'll also bring about that lighthearted energy, and it'll kind of tone the energy down for wherever it is you are that kind of feels like almost tension in the air, if that makes sense for you guys. I know it makes sense for me, but I usually kind of stay low-key, so. Well, that about does it for me, because I got to go ahead and start getting ready to leave, because I have about an hour to get ready. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I know it was really quick, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining me. You guys have a wonderful day. Much love and blessings to you all. Love yous, and I will see you guys later.